Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about DevOps. So this video is basically for the DevOps beginners who want to learn what is DevOps, why we need DevOps, and how the concept of DevOps came. There must be some problem in the existing system. That is why people are moving towards DevOps. So we will be studying the existing system. We will be studying the issues that are there in the existing system, and then we will be studying how DevOps is able to rectify those problems that are coming in the existing system. And then we will be also discussing some examples how DevOps is used by big companies in order to maintain their code and plus their customers. So let us start the video. So friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. So first thing is, what is DevOps? So you can see we have two things, dev plus ops means development and operations. These are the main key for any project to be successful. Only development without operations or without any feedback from the customers, it cannot go, the project cannot be a very good project. So the main concept of DevOps is development plus operations. So it is a system, it is a concept, it is not any technology or nothing. It is just a system which promotes collaboration between development and operation teams. So the development and operation, like, they go hand by hand. It is not that development is being done and then after 1 year or after 5 months it is handled to the operation team, and then after 2 months we are getting the feedback. It is hand to hand development plus operation. It is automated. So what is DevOps? It is basically a concept that is used to automate your development and operation to increase the speed to deliver applications and services. Now the next thing is, how is DevOps different? So as we have discussed, that it is a technology or a concept that is used to increase the speed, that is used to increase the collaboration between the development and the operation teams. Now in order to better understand what is really a DevOps, we need to understand what is our present system. So we will start from the first system, that was waterfall model. So at that time what happened, we have to do in phases. First we have to do all the requirement gathering. Once requirement gathering is done, then we have a system that starts the design of that particular requirement, that is SRS, system requirement specification. Then implementation starts. Once implementation is done, system is tested. After testing, it is deployed for the end users and regular maintenance. Now in all these phases there is no user involvement. The customer who is going to use this, he is not involved, and we are doing everything what we have gathered at the beginning. So after 1 year, when you deliver that particular product or when you deploy that product, there are many chances that the requirement of the client changes and that project is of no use. So in this case, since there is no interaction between the customer and the client, so this is a total failure, because the hardware is changing, software is changing, every day there are new things added. So again, if you want to make that product for the customer, again you have to do the requirement gathering. So this was not a good way to make the software or a product. So then came the agile technique. So what is agile technique? Basically in agile technique, what we do in agile technique, instead of having everything at one place, what we do, we make the software in chunks. So we have a particular module that will take 1 week. So after 1 week we deploy that product and we get the input from the client, and then next prototype we will make, then next prototype we'll make. So in this case, the benefit in agile was that you are getting the customer feedback, and if there is any change at a particular stage, instead of reworking everything, what we do, we just make changes in that particular module. So the benefit of agile technique was that the cost was reduced, the time was reduced, and there was more interaction between the customer and the client. Now we'll talk about another thing that is like for big companies. Like if I take example of Facebook. Now in Facebook, if you remember in 2011, Facebook have developed many new things to implement. Like there was timeline, then there was albums, and there were many million users that were currently active. So what Facebook did, Facebook put everything on the server so that users can use everything without any feedback from the actual client or anything. It deployed everything on the server. So what happened, since there were many million users active, so all the users, they were excited to see what these modules are, and they all started testing those new modules like timeline, albums, and other things. And within few minutes, the server got collapsed because they haven't expected so much load on the server, and server got collapsed. So this was very huge setback for Facebook, because they haven't thought about this. So in order to avoid this, DevOps, the concept of DevOps games. Now, what all the new companies or big companies they are doing? They are doing, suppose a new module is to be added, so they develop that module, they deploy that module, they also do testing, and then they are getting continuous feedback. So the main concept of DevOps is continuous development, continuous testing, continuous deployment, and continuous feedback. Now, in order to avoid such circumstance, such situation, what they do, instead of opening everything for all the user, what they are doing, they are just choosing a group of users, and then they are deploying a new module for those users, and then they are getting the feedback from those users, they are again coding, testing, then they are giving to the client, then again getting the feedback. So this is done for a group of users who are currently active, not for all the users. So once a particular module is tested, then that particular module is opened for another group of users, then another group of users, and then in full. So they are aware that there will be no problem, because they are aware that how much traffic is coming, and based upon that they are also managing server. So this is the concept of DevOps, in which we are doing continuous development, continuous deployment, continuous testing, and continuous feedback from the client. So development and operation, they are going continuously. Now the role of DevOps is basically, it is a concept and it provides lot of tools. So with those tools, what we are doing, we are going to manage everything. Like we have Git. So Git is a version control system. We have different version. So sometimes we are releasing a module, and if it fails, we have another version, prior version, we can anytime we can roll back. We have Jenkins. It is a integration server. So basically DevOps, they are providing set of tools. It is a concept that says that okay, there will be fully interaction between the development and the operation, plus this can be done from the automated tools. So it should not be that our developer is doing testing, and then it is uploading, and then we are waiting for the server people, they will be deploying, then they will be checking how much server is required. No, these are the tools that is they are doing the automation. Selenium is the software testing framework, so it is done by software testing framework. Then Docker, a lightweight tool which uses container to package up an application. So for packaging we are using Docker. Puppet we are using to automate the inspecting, delivering, and operating of your software. And then we have Chef, is a powerful configuration management automation tool. Then we have Ansible, Nagios. So for a beginner, if I want to explain DevOps, it for in the current system, it is very important that we will have a continuous development, continuous testing, continuous feedback, continuous deployment. So for any new module that needs to be released, that needs to be released in a proper manner. There should be proper tools that will be channelizing everything so that there is no failure. Otherwise, if users are not able to access anything, they will start leaving the platform. So this is the basic concept of DevOps. So friends, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.